Hello, and welcome to a Word of Hope. Today is May the 26th. The church is remembering St. Philip Neri, who lived in the 16th century and promoted the spiritual life and the service of the poor. I'm Brother Edward, coming to you from St. Vincent Ferrer Priory. In the first reading of today's liturgy, we get a letter from St. Peter. And Peter's purpose in writing to them is to strengthen them in their faith by having them recall what they have received from Jesus, the salvation that had been prophesied in the early Jewish community in centuries before. So now they understand what the prophets were predicting would be coming to the people in salvation. And he uses an image, if you will, from the Jewish scripture. He says, gird yourself, but instead of girding your belt, as we hear in the book of Exodus, before the Jewish people leave to go to the promised land, he says, gird your mind, if you will, put the belt around your mind to contain what you know, hold it together. And he says, gird your mind so that you understand and remember what Christ has done for you. And because Christ has saved you, and you understand that through the revelation of Jesus, you are closer to God than you have ever been before. And therefore, you should live a life that is different than you used to live before you accepted Jesus into your life. So you're going to live a different way, and you're going to live a way that radiates an example to those who you live with in the community. And so he doesn't want the early Christians to withdraw from the society in which they're living, to, if you will, to draw away a safe place. But he wants them to go out into the community, live their ordinary lives, but in a new way, the way of Jesus has revealed to us. And he challenges them to a new level of holiness, to love your brothers and sisters in a way that you didn't before. And so in this early Christian community, and also for us today, it's very easy for us to look at our society and say it's so anti-gospel, it's so different than what Jesus wants us to live, and have a tendency to kind of, if you will, bunker ourselves in, just to stick together and not to live a broader life into society. But St. Peter's letter is telling us that we cannot, as Christians, do that. We must go out into the world, set an example, and if you will, permeate society with the love and faith of Jesus Christ.